All right. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that stupid intro. All right. So one of my Patreons hit me up and he wanted me to do a reaction video. If you guys aren't already, you can go to Jared Singer Live at patreon.com. So patreon.com/Jared Singer Live, and you guys can sign up. I do shit like this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm a weird kind of content creator. I really just do a podcast. I'm starting to get more into the football shit again. And then we are starting to shoot some extra content. But yeah, welcome. I appreciate you guys. We are gonna react to this video of this dude named Ola Englund. Ola Englund. And yeah, apparently he's doing something about Testament's guitar tone. So one of my Patreons wanted me to watch this and react to it. So yeah, let's get after it. Let's see what's up. I hit play on this. First, let's go full screen. Let's do that. There we go. So they're literally just talking about the gear right now. Okay, so he's rocking a Dean guitar with Seymour Duncan pickups, Boogie triple rectifier head with the Boogie cab, vintage 30 speakers, mic'd up with a Shure Beta 57. That's extremely common. That's a pretty standard setup there. They're recording through ADATs and Soundcraft Ghost. Hired some outboard stuff, couple of Neves, Tube Tech, SSL. You know, this is a bunch of they're going hard in the gear nerd department right now. So that's why I like what he just said there. I already like this guy because what he just said, in order for him to get that sound, he's got to use some sort of booster and overdrive. So I've been talking about this for years. I am 100% in Eddie Van Halen's cab that 90% of your tone comes from your fingertips. I think that's what he's getting at here. So maybe the original guys didn't need to do that because of the way they physically played their guitar. He's saying he needs that. So I don't know if he knows this. I don't know if you guys know this, but he's complaining about the tightness of the Mesa, which is why I don't fuck with Mesa, because they are a flubby amp. Flubby seems like a made-up word. All words are made up, but there's something actually called the flub rate. And I don't want to try to get too nerdy on this shit, but basically it's the speed or the rate. I'm probably not even going to explain this right, of the speaker moving when sound is coming through it. So that's something that I've heard a lot about Mesa in general, but I think it has more to do with cabs than it does heads. But either way, you'll see a lot of guys who use any sort of Mesa, combine it with something else, like a Mesa head and a Marshall cab. That's pretty common to try to make up some of this difference that he's talking about. Oh shit, I don't think you guys can hear this. Hold on. I just realized that you guys can read this, but I just realized I don't think you guys can hear. Hold on. We want to use this guy? I think this is.
it's so brutal.
There we go.
It's not necessarily that the amplifiers were pushed. Go back and listen to the album, man. It's definitely a non-boosted rectifier. I never thought about this because I just assumed that they were using a boost. So for this demo today, I gathered up all of this shit that was in the list. I have a Dean guitar that Eric Peterson plays on with a JB pick. Eric later on used Cadillac guitars as well with EMGs and all that, but for this album, he was using Seymour and JBs. And I'm going straight into my Mesa Tremoverb. Now, this is not a triple rectifier. Triple rectifier is 150 watts. This is a 100 watt dual rectifier right here, but this is what I have at the moment. Triple rectifiers aren't that common here in Sweden nowadays. I played one before. I have a demo a long time ago. This will do for today, man. I think it's gonna be okay. And then I have a
It'll be fine
with vintage 30 speakers. And
it's not gonna sound identical, but at the end of the day,
right
yeah, we already went through all that gear.
I'll mix that in a little bit just to give a little space. You know?
It's not gonna be identical because there's a huge wattage difference, and they are very, very different amps. But the fact that it's a 50 watt difference, if he can dial in this head, he can make it sound very, very, very close to a triple rectifier, but he's actually going to get better tone at a lower volume because he's not trying to push 150 watts. He's only pushing 100 through the dual. So it shouldn't matter.
And yeah, man, was that it? I think I'm ready to go. Okay? So let's turn it on. How are we with volume? I need more volume, I think. Note that it's just the guitar into the rectifier and nothing else right now, okay?
So far, I don't like this tone. It sounds like classic shit tone. But we'll see what he's able to do with this. We'll see if he's able to spin this into something creamy.
Immediately when I start playing, I feel that I have to put a lot more effort into my picking technique. And obviously, this just says a lot about Eric Peterson as a rhythm guitar player. He is an absolute beast. This guitar is also tuned to C.
It also changes a lot based on how he's picking. Like a lot of those, I'm seeing him up pick. So he's going to lose a lot of that attack when you up pick. It's not the same as that downward force. That's why James Hetfield is basically religious about down picking everything that he can.
Which is one of
the, it does sound different.
Gathering, DNR was used in C, and Down for Life is C sharp, actually.
Okay, fix it now.
Yeah, man. I'm running the amp in bold mode and silicon diodes, modern, on the channel, okay? Gain is now at like 1 o'clock. Max?
See, okay, this is another big thing. This is another big thing, one of my biggest pet peeves about guitar players. He has the gain at 1, and then he went higher. Okay, now, the way I dial in my 5150, my gain, dude, is at, like, literally not even, I'm not talking clocks here. Okay, because that's what he meant. He said 1 o'clock. So that's just past noon, right? I have mine, like, around 3 on the actual dial. So that'd be, like, what? Fucking... yeah, like 8 o'clock. something like that. I don't know. Too much distortion just muddies your tone, and it just sounds like a big wall of just ugh.
It really becomes muddy right there. I mean, there's no cheating with this setup right here. I mean, if you play shit, it's gonna sound like shit. Usually when you have an overdrive, at least that helps a little bit to cover up your bullshit.
That's 100% correct. Like, yep. The more distortion, the more it covers up your horseshit playing. It's 100% correct. 100%.
And you're bullshit playing.
That's why if you guys are trying to get better at sweep picking, the best advice I can give to you, the best advice I ever got about sweep picking is turn your distortion off, practice sweeping on clean tone, and when you can clean it up and make your arpeggios sound amazing on clean tone, then you'll be fine with distortion.
You have to have fixed strings too when you're digging in to your guitar, okay? I think this is a 62 in C. It's a little chunky, but it's nice, man. You can push really hard onto this string and it won't go sharp, you know?
Where does he put the tube screamer on? Let's find it. I'm getting bored.
And this guitar is a Dean Select V. It's called. It's not like
just put the fucking tube screamer on. I'm getting bored with this.
It's like in between. I don't know if you can see this, but it has
maybe you already did and I just missed it. Oh yeah, he does. He's got it up there. You can see it on his amp up here.
See the wood a little bit, and then you have a satin.
See, I didn't even notice that big of a difference.
Right here. So you have
I think it made it a little bit brighter. Breaking down the guitar. Let's go to the lead tone. It does sound better now. Oh, we skipped this whole section. Now it's getting dope. Let's rewind this. We want to find the good spot. Where does it start? Jesus. Okay, here we go. This make me want to go play guitar. Fuck yeah, dude.
There it is.
That shit ripped, man. Now that was cool.
I mean, you have to push and dig really hard into the strings if you're gonna play this amplifier and this setup without.
That was fucking cool, man.
Anyways,
I really like what he's doing there in that chunky section when he actually played along with the music. I definitely don't believe that, like, we heard him playing that shitty tone at the beginning and then he just started playing with the track and it sounded amazing. I know for a fact, I don't know what he did, but I know for a fact he did something in between here. There's an edit in here somewhere, or there's somebody behind the board that threw some extra shit on. I'm a minimalist because I was able to get my rig to sound great without any crazy shit, so I appreciate the simplicity of this setup here. But I don't buy it either. I don't buy it. You can hear it here. Versus see, you can hear the difference. Yeah. Yeah, they're like putting some compression on there. They definitely redialed this amp in. I definitely think they literally redialed the amp in as well. I mean, here's the thing is you can get any of these amps to sound dope. You really can, man. You really can. And as long as you understand tone, it doesn't really matter. I think it looks like, what is this, a Marshall or an Engel? It looks like a Marshall behind him there, and then this looks like some version of a 5150. That's probably like the brand new fancy 5153, like some weird version of it over here. But either way, man, if you know how to dial in tube tone, you're going to get any of these amps to rip. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It looks like they're doing everything straight here. So it looks like a 5150 into an Engel cab, Marshall head, Marshall cab, Mesa head, Mesa cab. A lot of us, though, we end up playing with those combinations to get the tones that we want. And I do like a 5150 with a boogie rec cab. It is a good sound. It's a thick, nasty, chunky tone, but still really crisp, really clean. Yeah, this was cool, man. Yeah, so if you guys like this content, hit like, subscribe, join the Patreon, patreon.com/JaredSingerLive. And if you guys want to follow me on social media and hear me say a bunch of dumb shit, it's all Jared Singer Live wherever you're on social media. But yeah, that's all I got for this one, guys. I'm out.